I've got a story for you. So I woke up today to a whopping paycheck. I have been waiting for this day since my last paycheck. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna go to work, get my nails done, maybe go to food trucks. We'll see, right? No, that's not how my day went. That's not how it went at all. I was driving to work. I was on I-4. It was like more traffic than normal, so like, but okay, it's not that this is like really bad, it's just like a little bit embarrassing. Basically, I was driving, I look, we're going like 20 miles per hour at most, at most. I see 2 cars stopped and like 2 guys outside of their cars. So I like look over, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Right? Stupid Florida traffic because there's people there, so like everybody has to slow down, see nosy ass people, me, okay? I look at them, I look back, and I look at them again because I couldn't see anything that was wrong with it, so I look again. Tires popped off. I'm thinking like, that kind of sucks, like that puts a little wrench in your day, you know? I kind of looked for a little bit too long. I was like, I look back, right into the car in front of me. This is like my first like accident or whatever. So right now I'm driving my mom's car, so the registration is under her name, the insurance is under her name, everything's under her name. At first I thought, because we were in like traffic, so I thought I hit him and maybe it was like I was gonna hit him and like nothing was gonna be wrong, so it was like we can just like keep on driving type of thing. But I look and his like his bumper was like and it was like down. I was like, I pulled over to the side, he pulled over to the side. It was like this man's 2 kids, I think. They were like older though. If there were little kids in there, I don't know what I would have done, but it would have been bad. We both pull over, I get out, and I kind of like look at his car, look at my car. I'm like, I am so sorry, you guys okay? Like, whatever. I felt really bad. And he was like, oh no, like, I'm okay, like, are you okay, whatever? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. So like, at first, I was like, fine. And then I wasn't. My heart, it felt like it was like falling out. I've been driving for like a year, so I haven't even had time to get into a car crash. I like looked at him and I was like, what do we do? And he was like, call the police. And I was like, yeah, you need like registration, insurance and stuff. And he was like, yeah. I walked around, like sat in the car, and I was like, oh my god. And I just started like bawling. I called my mom and I was like, I'm like, okay, but like I ran into someone, and she's like, are they okay? And I was like, yeah, they're okay, but like, what am I supposed to do? And I was like crying so hard. My mascara was messed up. It's fine, we've got waterproof, but they all kind of clump together. It's whatever. I was like looking for registration and insurance and stuff, and it was like, it was all in the glove compartment, but there was fucking like twisty treat coupons, there was a whole bunch of napkins, like there was so much. I was so flustered. So I'm like trying to look, I'm crying. I was really struggling, I couldn't find it. Turns out registration was expired like a month ago. My mom had the check written out, just wasn't mailed, and I was like, oh my god. She has our cleaning lady, shout out to Maria, because she took that check and she ran it to the DMV because she couldn't pay it online. I got the picture of the new registration right as the cop pulled up. But let's rewind before the cop pulled up. My mom was like, okay, well, 1, do you want me to call work? Because obviously, like, you're not going in. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, 2, let me call your dad. So she called my dad, and he pulled up. He kind of sat there like with me, and he was like, okay, like this is what we need, like let's get it together type of thing. We sat there for 3 hours. 1, no, 2, no, 3. yeah, let's wait 3 and some change. This is like low priority, nobody was hurt, it was like a fender bender, like whatever. But it took 3 hours for him to get there. My dad and I were like chilling in the car. I was like, what's the worst case scenario? He said, the registration isn't like updated and they tow the car. Ticket for you crashing into him. He decides to sue you because he thinks his back is all messed up, whatever. And I was like, okay, best case scenario, I just get the ticket for crashing into him. The cop finally comes and he's like, okay, so I need your license, your registration, and your insurance. He pulls up. I get the text message from my mom of the updated registration. Thank the Lord. Thanks Jesus, shout out to you. He was like, you crashed into him, what happened? And I said there was a lot of traffic. I looked over at these other cars, and when I looked back, he was stopped, and like I couldn't stop in time. I ran into him and he's like, okay, how fast do you think you're going? Like these cars on the side of the road, and I was like, slower than that because there was worse traffic. He wrote down like 15 miles per hour. He checked out my car, he checked out the other guy's car. He just took the other guy's license, insurance, registration. He went and he wrote up the report. Everything was good. Didn't really matter that it wasn't in my name. He gave me the report and then he gave me a ticket. I got a ticket for $164, and to pay it online with my card is a $3.50 charge. That's more than half of my paycheck. I tried to pay it already, but it needs like 10 days to process. I was gonna put $150 into savings because I'm trying to get a car at the end of the summer, but that money is gonna end up being used for the ticket. The guy, I mean, like, I don't know if it's like normal to like call the insurance like right away or like not. I don't really know how that works, but he hasn't called yet because my mom hasn't gotten anything yet. The damage to my mom's car, it's like he had like a rug, like he was a pickup truck and he had like stuff in the he had stuff in the back, so like he had like a rolled up rug, so it kind of like slid onto my car, so there's like those white marks, and like the front is kind of a little bit messed up, and his car is like, his bumper is lowered. I'll probably insert some pictures. That was my first car crash story, hopefully my last. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys. While I was driving and when I got into the crash, I was driving there, I was thinking like, oh, I have not had like a really like bad day. Like my life is going like pretty good right now. So I was thinking that, and when I looked over to those other guys, I was like, oh, that sucks. That's tough. And then I looked forward and I was like, oh, that sucks. That's tough. Never think that your day will turn right around if you're thinking you're having a good day, so always expect the worst, and like and subscribe.